Good morning, evening or afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Typhoon Wynn, you can just call me Wynn, and this is episode 32 of Wynn in Europa Universalis IV as Tibet. One day I will say that without having to suffer a verbal pause. One day I'll say a sentence without having to suffer a verbal pause. At any rate, in the last episode, we basically sat around and watched the world go by, really. The only thing that I guess we really did was declare war on Landong and send our colonist down to Demok down here. Interesting stuff. At any rate, I believe I already mobilized my troops. Yes, I have. And let's go and take a look at their general. They have a 2-1 general. Oh man, they're not going to survive this. Nope, they completely got ripped apart. So they had a 2-1, and when all of our troops come into play, they can't raise any more men. They might be able to, in fact, but I really doubt that a 1-regiment army can stand up to an 8-regiment army. So, Wave of Obscurantism. Now this is one of those general events that pops up. As a typical response to the different kinds of problems, obscurantism was a frequent behaviour in most nations, at least until the Age of Enlightenment arose in the most advanced Western nations of the European continent. What is obscurantism? I have no idea what this is. Now, we can either gain national revolt risk, or lose 33 prestige. I don't want to do ignorance is bliss, even though I kind of believe that in my own philosophy. Knowledge is power, also within my philosophy, but I believe it's a better choice in this situation. Now for those of you who have been observant, you might have noticed that my prestige is actually at -8. That is really bad. That is actually decreasing the morale of our armies and navies, increasing cost of mercenaries, and affecting our relationship over time. What does that mean? That means our armies fight less effectively, and we have to pay more for stuff. Now we are still losing some money, but we do have a decent war chest saved up, or a decent backlog of money, so I think we can't downgrade. I was going to say, I wanted to downgrade my military advisor to a level 1 instead of our level 2. Let's see, we are losing 4.4. If we, man, do we really have to keep this guy? You know what, let's keep this guy. He's making it so that we gain 9 military power per month, which is nothing to laugh at, in fact. One thing in my game where I was playing against Uzbek and eventually formed a Muslim Russia was the game was very lenient and gave me so many good rulers. Literally, it was like, I think it was a 655, then oops, sorry, didn't mean to bang my microphone there. A 655, then it went to like a 454, and then it went to a 553, and things like that. Until the end of the game, of course, when it decided, oh, your fortune has ran out and we are going to give you a 012. Yeah, that... I guess that's acceptable. After all, that did really help when it came to teching up, in fact. It actually got me... yeah, it actually got me from being a horde who cannot westernize until you completed a certain idea group, to being the strongest military western power in the entire game. Now, a royal marriage from the Oirat Horde, yes, we are going to do that. Will you kindly break your alliance with Khmer? Oh, great. And he's also got his alliance back with Hindustan. Oh, great. This is just great. Why did this have to happen? Who else is Hindustan being attacked by? Malwa. Okay, but Oirats aren't in that war. So hopefully Malwa pieces out Hindustan and forces them... By the way, Malwa just insulted us. Thank you a lot, Malwa. I was just about to say good things about you. But hopefully in this war that Malwa is having with Hindustan, Malwa will force Hindustan to annul treaties with the Oirat Horde. That would mean that they no longer have an alliance. And they probably won't have an alliance... well, they can't get an alliance until the truce is up between Malwa and Hindustan. So there's always that. Now, what do I want to do with Lanzang? I am tempted to just go and outright annex them. Let's take a look. Do you have cores anywhere? You have one core in Khmer. I could... No, I can't use you to go into Zhou. Let's see, you are Laotian Buddhist? No, there's no way you can... No. I was thinking there might be some way I could cede this province here, Sibsong Bana, to Lanzang if I, no, not integrate. What is the word? Oh my god, I've been away from commentary for so long that my brain is no longer functioning the way that it used to. Yeah, I can't basically I can't give Sibsong Bana to Lanzang if I vassalize them in this war. It might be worthwhile to vassalize them. Can we? No, we have to protectorate them. Great. I wish it didn't replace the... I wish it didn't replace the vassalization thing with become a Tibetan vassal. That's just... yeah. So we're just going to go and fully annex. Okay, that does give us quite a bit of aggressive expansion, but I do think we can manage. If we just core this, they don't have any special ideas which makes coring extraordinarily expensive, which is always good. And another positive factor is, all the religions here are Buddhist, so we don't have to worry about converting them. Khmer has entered a military coalition against us. That is not surprising. I did just fully annex pretty much one of their last neighbours. And considering two of Khmer's neighbours are actually, well, in the same sphere of influence, Khmer borders Ming and myself, and I basically have a protectorate over Ming. I was about to say I basically rule over Ming. That is not quite technically true, because I don't really. Manchu, who are you at war with? You're attacking Korea. Why do you need military access through me? Korea, who are you allied with? Zhou. So you probably want military access through me, so that you can get to Zhou? But... wait, hold on, Manchu, who do you have access through? Nobody. Fine, you know what, you can have access. I'm not going to spend and Zhou wants access. Fine, go ahead Zhou, whatever. I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time deliberating the positives and the benefits in regards to sending out my acceptance of them moving troops into my country. So we are going to increase our mercantilism. That has some effect on our merchants, or the strength of our merchants, and I believe it's a hidden factor. I don't think there is a way to see your mercantil... oh, never mind. Ignore exactly what I was just about to say. Mercantilism is here in the trade menu. What does it say? Mercantilism provide provincial trade power modifier plus 44%. Okay, so that increases the trade power that our provinces give us by an extra 44%, which is always very nice. Okay, let's see. Raja Bada. I know what that is, I don't need this. Find province button. Raja Bada is down here. So what can we do? Increase manpower? Probably not a good idea. Increase tax? Probably not a good idea. Increase trade power? Increase the trade power. And why don't we also convert the culture from Oriya to Tibetan? Now, is Bengal an accepted culture? It is, but Oriya is not. Oh well, eventually we'll be able to improve the strength of our diplomats. Not diplomats, our converting guys. Those guys wearing funny hats? What are they called? No, not mercenaries. You know the guys who I'm talking about. These guys, these red guys. Missionaries, okay. Yeah, we'll be able to increase the strength of those guys, and then we'll be able to convert these final two provinces. Now, it looks like Malwa have taken quite a bit away from Hindustan, and we can actually attack Hindustan right now. Why didn't we do it? Can we declare war? We can declare war. Okay, take the capital, call in willing allies. Persia will join. They only need military access through Malwa, who I believe they might be able to get access through. Let's take a look. Neighbours, Malwa, oh no. They probably won't be able to. And in fact, they kind of need that border, unless... no, they can't even go through the Oirat Horde. I was thinking if they can get military access through the Oirat Horde, then I'll be able to walk over here, and then Bangladesh, being supposedly connected to Upper Dobe, would just be able to walk through Bangladesh and my vassal. But that's not going to work, because Bangladesh and Upper Dobe don't actually connect. So Persia might not be too effective in this war, but should I still just go with it? I mean, they might be able to ferry some people over. Do they have any ships on this side? They have some. They're not transports, though. Maybe we should wait until the coring is done, just so that we don't have revolt risk. When will it be done? 1663, so in about 3 years. The truce will still be in effect at that point, so we don't need to worry about Hindustan re-allying themselves with the Oirat Horde. So let's wait until these cores are finished, which should be done in approximately 2 more years. And then we can go and attack Hindustan, the long-awaited Tibetan-Hindustani war. The Tibetan people have long disliked the people of Hindustan, and have since sought to lord over them. Lord over the people of Hindustan as Tibet. Okay, royal marriage offer from Delhi. This is our vassal. Because it doesn't really cost us anything, might as well go for it. And also I might want to begin annexing them. They are just taking up a relations slot, and they're not extraordinarily useful. So you know what, sure, I will. Although, I might be able to take Central Dobe from them. Do you still have... yep. Malwa... sorry. Delhi do still have a core on Central Dobe, which is good. Who are you allied with, Malwa? Khorasan. And target of the coalition of Hindustan. And it looked like some more... yep, I saw it over in this section here. Some more provinces have decided to defect to Zul. So our protectorate is... yeah, we can't really protect our protectorate. What a great protector we are. We can't even protect our protectorate. Well, it's Ming's own fault for being so unstable, I suppose. I wonder if that's what historically happened. I mean, not that Ming got split up into different countries, but that Ming's own downfall was because of instability within their realm. I do know that Manchu, or the people of Manchu actually, what is it? They kind of came and took over China and formed the new Qing dynasty. This Ming name here, by the way, is actually the name of the supposed dynasty, I believe. Okay, it's actually Emperor Chuan First Q instead of Ming. I don't know. I wonder if their country is actually just named after the first founder of Ming. At any rate, that is another tangent that I probably don't want to get too much into. We can no longer claim that... what did we lose a claim on? Oh, okay. And lost a claim on... okay, so we lost claims on Khmer and Pegu. That's no problem, we can always get those back. In fact, we have some free diplomats. So why don't we just go covert action, fabricate claim. Let's go and fabricate a claim on this province here beginning with M. Mole mine. Mole. A mine of moles. I do apologise if I'm sounding insensitive. I don't mean to be insensitive, I just mean to poke fun at some of the sounds that come out of my mouth whenever I attempt to name some of these countries. Sorry, name some of these provinces. The countries as well, I guess. Royal marriage with Japan. Sure, why not? So these cores should be coming in should be finishing sometime soon. They are... we're still at 44%. End of religious turmoil in the Congo. I didn't even know the Congo had religious turmoil. Oh hey, they are Catholic. Huh. That's interesting. Catholic Congo, are you Western as well? No, you're still sub-Saharan. It would have been amazing to see Congo being Western. It would have been so hilarious. At any rate, it's a good thing I still kept our troops in these provinces that we're trying to integrate into our country, or core them into our country. Because a revolt just happened. Now we have gained the conquest against Pegu. Okay, I was kind of aware of that. Might want to also fabricate a couple of claims on Khmer. What do we want? I probably want... Can I take this province of... Nihan? Yep. Okay, there we go. I was wondering because I couldn't see it in the list in the first attempt. At any rate, the cores. How are the cores doing? Cores are nearly done, in fact. 20th of October 1663. Hindustan. Oh crap. Allied with France? What the heck? You're allied with France? Of all the ridiculous people you could be allied with, France. They stole so many provinces from you. And now you're... At least I should be grateful you're not a protectorate of France. Ugh, man. Okay, you are in a coalition against Malwa. So maybe we might want to go and attack Malwa. Malwa have no allies at all. So that might actually be a good idea. Declare war, we can just go and take the capital of Mandu. Because they are of a different... What is it? Of a different government type than we are? So, oh wow, look at how many people wish to join this war. Spain will, Persia will, Japan will, Oirat Horde will. Hey, there's pretty much no reason not to declare this war. So let's do that. I know we still have cores in progress, but we can wait here for a little while. We can wait for our allies to start roaming in, and they can start causing havoc down here. Now, I do actually want to take Central Dobe for myself, so I'll detach some men and send them up to Central Dobe. Just so that you'll be able to... I'm sorry, I'm being slightly distracted at the moment, so that is why I have a little bit of disjointed commentary. Conquest against Khmer. Right, yes, I don't know why that took my brain so long to process. I was wondering why did we get a Corsus Belli against Khmer, but I believe I'd sent a diplomat over there to fabricate a claim. Okay, so here comes one of the cores coming in. And let's see, yep, there's 3 more cores. They should be done by October. Let's take a look. Yep, October. So 1 more month, and those cores will be done. Then we can start sending the entire brunt of our army in. Okay, there we go. There they are. And let's go and send our guys in. Let's just have them go and march into pretty much any border provinces that border us. And then just move inland from there. Now where is their capital? Their capital is here in Mandu, so we'll send 14 men over to there. And also send some to Malwa. Now Persia, do you have any claims on Malwa? No. The religion in Gujarat becomes Buddhist? Garjat. Where is that? Garjat. Oh hey, that is one of those Sunni provinces. That's great. Sunni is quite painful to attempt to convert the religion in. Because they have local missionary strength -2, I believe. Makes it harder to convert them. So yes, this war with Malwa is probably going to end pretty much as soon as it started. The Holy Roman Empire have elected Brandenburg as the new emperor. Now that is interesting. In the previous game I played as Uzbek, Austria was never the emperor either. I mean, they started off as the emperor, but they quickly fell out of favour. I wonder if it's something to do with this new update, if there is even a new update about in this game. But yes. So currently the emperor is Brandenburg. Let's take a look. Okay, Brandenburg is pretty big in fact, so I'm not too surprised to see that they are a powerful contender for being the emperor of the HRE. So let's take a look, see what's happening elsewhere in Europe. Look like Russia is pretty much invading northern Sweden, taking over certain provinces. They took over Lapland, which they really should not have done. Okay, I just got a bit confused. I thought this emblem here was actually the emblem for France. It's really close, actually. Wow, I've never realized how close the emblems for France and Sweden were. But yes, I thought this emblem here was, France considered this to be her core province in the middle of Sweden. I was like, why the hell did France consider this to be a core part of their province? But no, it's Sweden. Denmark still... Okay, it looked like Denmark actually migrated into Norway. The Hansa actually kicked them out. That's crazy. The Hansa are still part of the HRE. So there's that. Denmark have also taken over Iceland up here, but I believe that was actually part of Norway before that happened. Nobody has started to colonize Greenland up here. I hope this is Greenland, and I hope I am still not geographically challenged or name challenged when it comes to geographical places. Great Britain seem to be doing pretty well when it comes to colonizing up here in Canada. And Floride, is that a French colony? Yep. So it looked like northeastern America is actually French in this game. That's a bit creepy. Irish Mexico. Okay. So Ireland. Wow, okay. Ireland has its own colonial subjects. I've never seen that happen before. But it really looked like that Mexico is very much a point of contention for a whole bunch of different nations. I mean, there's Cosmopolitan Mexico, which is French. You can mainly just tell by the color of the colonial nation which one they're from. For instance, Florida, Cosmopolitan Mexico, they're all a bluish color. And obviously you'd associate blue with France or Sweden, but I've never actually seen Sweden colonized. There's also Portuguese Mexico down here, and in the middle of it all is Aztecs. Do they still have Mexico? They do still have Mexico. Oh, but you're at war with Portuguese Mexico. Okay. So the Aztecs are going to die very, very soon. Another interesting idea for a campaign that I might want to do is there's this mod on the Steam workshop called Sunset Invasion. Basically, it leaves Europe exactly as it is in like the 1444 start date, but it implements in the super powerful Aztecs and Maya and Inca, and all of the, like, say, the Cherokee, the Illinois, the Potawatomi. It implements all of those with the High American Tech Group, and the Aztecs have like an extremely large portion, if not the entirety, of the Mexico portion, well, Central America and Eastern America. It might be an interesting game to play as that. Now over here in Siberia, Portugal are continuing their colonization of Siberia, and Russia probably really don't like them. In fact, Russia, who are you rivaled with? Ottomans, Persia, Teutons. And it doesn't even look like... No, Portugal don't even think that Russia should not exist, which is a little strange considering they are basically vying for the population up here in Siberia. Now we've looked around Asia for a bit, but I haven't really explained too much of what's going on. Manchu look like they've actually got quite a bit of progress going on. They're invading Korea. Japan have nearly all of southern Korea, while Manchu look like they're going to be grabbing North Korea. The Oirat Horde still doing pretty well for themselves. They're allied with Khmer and Tibet. They don't have the alliance with Hindustan, but that's probably because Malwa kicked them out. We are still at war with Malwa, which I kind of forgot, in fact. Uzbek still here. They have Nogai, Khiva, and Chagatai as vassals. That's quite a few vassals there. And it looked like this one province down here of Kazilkum is occupied by Sunni zealots, so that might actually flip to Uzbek. Persia still have a personal union over Kazan, and Kazan is still remaining a stain on the, well, on the borders of Russia, just like a little independent nation in the middle of gigantic Russia. Now over here in, I'd say, Central Europe. Lithuania is doing a pretty good job when it comes to attacking Crimea, but Crimea is also being decimated by Austria, in fact. And it looked like it's actually the same war. Lithuania, are you allied with Austria? You are. You're also allied with Poland. Oh, I feel so bad every time I look at Poland. Poland is just one minor province right now. That is... Oh man, Poland, I really do wish that you'd get back to your glory. I mean, look at all the cores you have over here in the Teutonic Order. Man, Teutons, you're not nice people, in fact. Now, is it the Teutons, or is it Pomerania, or somewhere around here, that Prussia forms? I'm pretty sure Prussia was an important country in medieval times. Sorry, not medieval times, whatever time this is. Victorian, I'd probably call it Elizabethan, but that's probably because I'm English. And it looked like here in the Balkans, Serbia have actually spawned, and they are Romanian? Serbia, are you Romanian? They also accept the following culture as Romanian. Oh, okay. Their primary culture is Siberian. Do you have any claims anywhere? Oh, you have claims all the way over Venice. Nice. You have a truce with Hungary and Ottomans. Yeah, that's the problem with existing in the middle of the Balkans. Not only do you have the Ottomans to the south, you also have a pretty Hungary up there as well. Now Austria over here is still doing pretty well. Look like they have as messy borders as ever. Looked like somebody went and spilt white paint all over this part of Europe. France still doing pretty well. They are actually doing well at expanding towards Italy. And Spain look like they're recoiling a bit from France. Portugal's still there. They are still Portugal, I guess. They have one province here in Northern Africa. And Galicia exists in... Oh man, Galicia. You're in such a precarious position. Caught in between two superpowers, just like Serbia is. You two should ally, actually. You know, two hopeless countries. I don't know. I wouldn't exactly call you guys hopeless, because then I'll probably be alienating some of the people who might be watching this. But Galicia, I think Galicia doesn't exist as a independent sovereign state right now. I believe it's part of Spain. But yes. And then finally over here in the Americas, let's see who's colonized what. Well, Portuguese Brazil exists. Rio de Prata is also Portuguese. There's Castilian La Plata, who is actually taken a bunch of land from... Oh, okay, where is that button? Colonial regions. Oh no, actually. No, I thought this side over here where Castilian La Plata was actually colonial Peru. And Castilian Peru up here has quite a small amount of provinces. Oh no, actually they have an okay amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 6 provinces, so that's not too bad. But it looked like Portugal and Spain, are actually vying for control over Southern America. Have you two rivaled each other yet? No. Oh man. Portugal is more concerned about North Africa and Asia than the next door neighbor. That sucks. That really sucks. And then other colonial nations up here. Brittany is trying... Brittany? Brittany doesn't exist... Oh, Brittany does exist in Europe. So Brittany has decided to join the colonization race. And it looked like they're only going to get a small portion of colonial Brazil. There's also Great Britain trying to colonize... what is this? Colonial Guyana. And it looked like Spain is colonizing up here in colonial Colombia. At any rate, I thank you guys for watching and listening to the sound of my voice. Well, watching this game and listening to the sound of my voice, I believe it's pretty impossible to actually watch the sound of my voice. Unless, of course, you've got that weird audio track thing. But, enough tangents. I am going to call this episode here. Thank you guys for watching. I know there haven't actually been too much in the way of activity happening recently, but, just getting back into the swing of things, might as well want to take things slowly, in fact. So, that's it for this episode. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you next time.